𝗵𝘃𝗃 is offering 12 intakes.
Yes, that's correct. We have recently increased our deposit. We have introduced new courses. We also recently introduced BSc Applied Management. However, it was last year. There are refusals, but they're not that high to worry about.
What kind of campus facilities 𝗵𝘃𝗃 is going to have in near future?
In the UK, we're not planning to open any more campuses. We have brilliant campuses in London. We have several locations in London.
Hello everyone, welcome to Students Club Studio. Today we have special guest over here in our studio, Miss Arena, who is the official representative and recruitment manager at 𝗵𝘃𝗃 University, totally known for its renowned education system. So let's talk to her about the new updates for 𝗵𝘃𝗃 Universities, what kind of changes they had made, and what kind of policies would affect the student in a positive or a negative way. For an international student, what could be the chances for 𝗵𝘃𝗃 University in near future? So let's talk to her about it. Hello, Miss Arena.
Hello, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be in Students Club podcast studio. Today I am visiting Students Club, and yes, there are a couple of changes that 𝗵𝘃𝗃 University has introduced recently. We have introduced new courses such as MSc Healthcare Leadership Top Up, and now you don't need to have a work experience because we have a work experience simulator. You will have an actual work experience at 𝗵𝘃𝗃 University. So anyone who's looking to proceed with their studies in healthcare related fields, we have healthcare top-up course available. We also recently introduced BSc Applied Management. However, it was last year. It is still very fresh new course, and it's proven to be extremely popular. We still run MSc Technology Management with cybersecurity. So everyone who is doing computer science, that would be something interest of theirs. We have recently increased our deposit, and it is now 80% of first year fees. And this is to align with the current market trends and in the best interest of the students. So everyone who is genuine students can proceed with the higher deposits and have less worries when they arrive to the UK because they don't need to pay anything up in enrollment. The second payment is due 6 months after the course start date.
That's very good to know, and that's very good to hear about, and we are always delighted to welcome you in our studio. Miss Arena, there are some questions we particularly want to know about 𝗵𝘃𝗃 Universities as of student queries and concern. Like my first question would be, 𝗵𝘃𝗃 is offering 12 intakes.
Yes, that's correct.
Quite not possible for other universities. So why is it 𝗵𝘃𝗃 doing so? Is this make this university work more hectically?
No, I think it was the part of the growth strategy of 𝗵𝘃𝗃 University, and we carefully researched the markets, and we seen the gap and what students want in Pakistan. Student wants to move as soon as possible.
Yes.
So if they have the documents ready, they're ready to proceed with their application now. And oftentimes circumstances change, so they don't want to wait until January, May or September, which is intakes that normally most of the universities have. Some universities only have January and September.
Yes.
So we have filled that gap, and now students are joining us 12 months in a year. And it's been proven to be successful.
Hopefully. Ms. Arena, as you stated previously, that the 𝗵𝘃𝗃 University's initial has been increased. Won't you think that will affect an average income student from Pakistan? Because I don't say we, but mostly people over here live under the poverty line, and there's so much recession going on in Pakistan. Inflation is going on. So that's why people think that, oh, how am I going to pay this kind of amount? So what do you say about it?
I understand that this is very big financial investment and very big amount to start with.
Yes.
However, UKVI asks you to show that you have available funds in the bank, so you should have your first year tuition fees and living costs that have already also gone up a little bit since January. So you would have to show that money anyway, and it's better to make sure your fees are paid almost fully before you come to the UK. So A, you don't have the stress, B, you show that you're a genuine student willing to proceed with your course.
That is very fine. Will there any be updates about some kind of facilities you will accommodate, like kind of campus facilities BPP is going to have in near future?
In the UK, we're not planning to open any more campuses. We have brilliant campuses in London. We have several locations in London, as well as the Manchester. And some of our professional law courses are offered in Bristol, Birmingham, and many more cities. So I think we have expanded fully in the UK, but we will definitely be acquiring, because BPP is part of BPP Education Group, and we are acquiring universities in other countries such as Canada and Australia.
Yes, that is very good. Ms. Arena, there was a query by a student that he wants to go to Europe. So he was asking, can BPP University have a campus in Europe? So there are many queries related to it. Even our counselors were ready to question you for this, that please, can we have this kind of prediction that BPP is gonna have a campus in Europe?
I think Europe is gaining its popularity in higher education sector, and a lot of students, particularly from South Asia, are now relocating for their studies to Europe instead of England, Australia, and Canada, because of immigration implications and new things. So I don't know, maybe in the future there will be a BPP university in Europe, but at the moment we don't have plans.
Can we hope?
Maybe, yes. Not sure, honestly, even I don't know the answer.
Well, I'm here just to ask the curious students particularly and they often ask, I will repeat the question. I know I have asked this question multiple times in live session, but they often ask, you can say, MOI increase in universities, and how about the universities from KPK side? Would they be included in MOI?
So we don't have any plans to increase the amount of the universities on our MOI list. We have seen the students from our current MOI list; they've proven to be successful. So we're just gonna stick with this list for now.
That's good. Talking about the main topic right now going on, visa refusals. What do you say about it? Is it going to affect the student ratio?
I'm sure it affects students already, because no one wants to get a visa refusal. However, on a positive side, if you're a genuine student that pays 80% deposits, that does a thorough research into your university, and you have your best interest in heart, you won't be refused. And even if you're refused, you can do the admin review, and I highly recommend to do so. However, it does affect the students. They hear the news that the UKBI is refusing a lot of visas, but it should be improved very soon, and we should not be afraid and just proceed with our plans and apply for universities in the UK.
Can be optimistic about it.
Yes, we are. There are refusals, but they're not that high to worry about.
Yes, that's good. Let me read some questions that our counselors gave to us. What are some effective tips or strategies for students to confidently handle their enhanced interviews or verification calls?
Yes, the first one is to be genuine. Answer based on your personal statement. Do a research into your program at university, maybe some facilities, services that we offer, and how it aligns with your previous studies and how it aligns with your future career aspirations. Find real examples. Find the job that you want to do. Find the salary that job will pay you, how you're going to get there, how this course is going to help you. It has to be detailed, personalized, and honest.
The short line would be just be genuine.
Yes, that's correct.
That's good. Is it possible for students to receive their enhanced verification call after receiving their gas instead of after making the initial deposit?
The answer is simply no, because it's undertaken by the CAS team, who are BPP University's compliance side. So it cannot be done until the CAS is requested, I'm afraid. But if student fails EC check, they can do it again in 6 weeks' time, and they have 6 weeks to prepare for it. So I'm sure everyone will pass second time.
That is very good to know. Talking about the main objectives of student career spot. What kind of career support or internship opportunities does BPP University provide for the international students?
So if you want to have strong side of employability and career support, I would suggest to apply for professional development planning course, because you can do even a short-term placement during that course. You get one-to-one support, you get monthly workshops, you get to attend the career fairs, and during that course it's fully concentrated on your employability skills. But for our standard programs, you will get each school has career support team that will help you with the CV preparation, interview preparation, navigating where to look for global jobs, and everything else you need.
The 3 interview sessions that are conducted by BPP University, the offer they made after your degree, is it really working? Is it really worth it?
The interview, the EC call.
No, I'm talking about the 3 interview calls, or you can have chances after your degree is completed.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they've given the promise, and you will be invited for the interviews for certain employers.
Yes.
So if you are successful, you will get the job. So it's definitely worth it.
Can I ask what kind of companies are involved in that kind of interview calls?
It is various companies that are in partnership with BPP University, and they constantly add more onto their panels. It's like financial companies, consultancy companies, NHS, banks, etc.
Okay, and talking about undergraduate courses, because we have just I think 2 or 3 months ago, I guess 1 month ago, the students from intermediate HSSC got their results, and they want to pursue education as bachelors in UK. So they were asking that BPP offers certain kind of bachelor courses. So would there be a chance of increase in that? Would they get another courses as well? Because in today's time we have BSc Applied Management only.
Yeah, so we have BSc Applied Management, and we have top up in healthcare. So that's considered as an undergraduate. And we also have BSc in Accounting and Finance, which we accept only with 3 ACCA papers. And the BSc Applied Management has been proven extremely popular, but we are very much taught masters program university, so we're concentrating on those programs, and at the moment we don't have any plans to introduce any more undergraduate programs.
Okay, that is although not good to know, because there is a heavy amount of students asking for bachelor programs.
Those will be able to go to Canada to do their bachelor's, or Australia and do their bachelor's, and then they come to BPP University in London to do their masters.
Hopefully. Is London a good place to live?
Yes, absolutely. It's very vibrant, multicultural, a lot of things to do.
We got to hear that it's having recession, and it's so much saturated, and so many communities live over there that people don't want to or intend to go now over there.
I think it's a global issue.
Yes.
And it's cyclic. Economy goes into recession and then it booms again. So we can't pause our lives and don't do anything until things improve. We have to work on life. We have to give it a go. We have to try. So I think it's, it shouldn't stop you.
What would you suggest? BPP London campus or Manchester?
It really depends. I think I would prefer Manchester, me personally, because I am not a city girl, big city girl, but so many people love London. But if you're a football fan, Manchester is great as well. It has a lot of, galleries, museums, a lot of shops, restaurants. It has everything that you need. But London has more opportunities. You can get, networking.
Good jobs.
You can get some work experience in there using your postgraduate study visa, It's excellent place if your
You can blatantly say that it's for extroverts, and those who are introverts, they can choose Manchester.
Yes.
That is very good. Okay. What work opportunities are available for students during and after their studies at BPP University, and how does the sports system navigate UK work regulations?
Okay, so at BPP University, we have this professional development planning course where you can do a part-time placement, short placement, even in the BPP University, but it's only very limited number of places. So if you're successful, then great. But you can also there is so many companies do short placements during the summer in the UK. It's a thing in the UK. So you could apply for those. For anything else, you could do a part-time job to gain skills and experience. So you can start applying even before you come to the UK. When you come to the UK, you can speak to our career service team and they'll support you with that as well.
That is really good to know. Can we have some light discussion over here? What, talking about the embassy interviews.
Yeah.
So I want to go it on a lighter note about it, that what should students keep in mind while giving the interview? Because that's really important. Should they have a genuine body language as well? Because sometimes the answers are correct, but they hesitate enough and the officer just reject them.
It's a very hot topic at the moment in
Yes.
Pakistan, and as I would love to give the best advice I can so everyone passes the interview. But my best advice would be genuine,
Yes.
be honest. If you don't know the answer, don't try to make it up because they'll know it. Do preparations, do as many mock interviews as you can. Do a big research into university of your choice, the other universities that you could possibly do the same course,
Yes.
but you need to emphasize why you chose specific university, and do the research in various countries. And of course, you need to know the information as, proof of source of funds,
Yes.
what you're going to be doing after, what job, what salary range it is, what is your future plan,
Yes.
and how it aligns with your choice of studies. If you know all of this,
Relevancy is important.
yes, of course, absolutely. Then you have no reason to refuse you. You're a genuine student who's
That is
done
really
their
great advice.
research. Yeah. And the more preparation you do, the more confident you be. Because I think that most of the students who fail, they're just very nervous about it.
Yes. Very much nervous,
If
I
you run
say.
it through multiple times, you
Yes.
know what that you're ready.
Yes, that is very good to hear about, that you're giving moral support to the students. Okay, talking about Miss Arena, MOI or English language test preference on personal grounds, what do you suggest?
I would say English language test.
That's
Because
good
again,
for
that
the
shows the credibility of the student. And I think in a very short period of time, we will see 𝗂𝗵𝘃 introducing maybe one test for all students that they have to do. So I understand everyone wants to go through on their MOI basis, and they're
Yes.
a brilliant student with such a good English, and it's
Exactly.
perfect because, they study English at school, they study English, so it wouldn't be an issue for them. But many students still lack that,
Accent or grammar.
No, it's not accent, it's just the confidence, I think. And while you're
Yes.
preparing for the English language test, you get that confidence, and it's academic English, it's a bit different. So I definitely say always,
They find it quite difficult.
Yeah, if you can, please do the English language test.
That is really good to know about, and I will wholeheartedly thank you again for joining us and giving us such a great interview and giving the moral support to the students who are getting refusals as well. Thank you very much again,
Thank
Ms.
you very
Arena.
much for having me here today.
The pleasure is all ours. Thank you very much, audience, for viewing us. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.